there comes the crisis. So I'm going to prove it in my paper here that there was a boom, bubble and burst in the housing market of the United States. So let's have a look on this. The first one, this figure, you can see here the ratio of home prices to the rents. We have seen here, can you listen to me? Yes, I think I have a loud voice. We have seen here from this data from 1955 to 2005. From 1955, we have seen here a 10% ratio. 10% ratio as of the home prices compared to the rents. We have seen from 1955 that it's almost 10%. In 1975, it's 9%. So from 1955 to 2000, it's going to be almost 10%, 11%. So once we see here from 2000 to 2005, we have seen a great impact here, that it has gone from nearly 10%, 11% to almost 15%. This was not natural. It was quite unnatural. So that's why we can say that there was a bubble in the housing market. In the second figure, you can see the evolution of the equity and borrowing. Equity is my amount, and borrowing which I have taken from the banks, and this is in the residential market, real estate market of the United States. I have taken data from 1995 to 2005. We have seen here, this is the equity portion, this one. And this is the borrowing portion. Borrowing from the bank, borrowing from the financial institutions, borrowing from the other sources. So, we have seen here from 1995, almost 2002, 2003, we have seen that the equity portion, this is bigger than the borrowing portion. Now, with the passage of time, we have seen here, from in 2005 to 2007, that this equity portion is going to be reduced, and the borrowing portion is going to be increased. So, this was not natural. This is unnatural here. That the people, they are getting more and more amount from the bank, they are taking risks, and then they are investing in the housing market, and then suddenly the housing market goes up and then goes down. So this is the unnatural thing which caused this crisis. Figure 3 is the appreciation of the housing prices from 1996 to 2007. It has a whole story about the housing market of the United States. We have seen from 1996, it was almost 6%. Now, from 1996 to 2004, it was quite natural. From 2004 to 2007, almost 2006, we have seen a bigger portion here, from almost 4.5% to going to 14% in 2005. This was not unnatural. This was quite unnatural. It suggests that here was a boom, there comes the bubble, and then the bubble burst in 2007. When bubble burst in 2007, it generates the financial crisis in the United States. Yes. This figure 4, is basically the comparison of the real home prices and real household income. The prices of the houses and the real household income of the people. And we have taken the data from 1976 to 2004, almost 2005. We have seen here this figure. This is the home prices, real home prices of the homes in the United States. And the other figure, we have the real household income, and the household income is quite normal. It's not extraordinary, but we have seen extraordinary in the prices of the housing. So this is basically a bubble in the housing market. This figure reflects that there was a bubble in the housing market which then burst in 2007 and then generated this crisis. This figure was basically the home prices, four elements here: building cost, population, interest rate, home prices. We have seen from 1880, 1900, 1920, then here came the 2000. We have seen interest rates here from almost 0%, 0.5%, 0.2%, 0.3%, sometimes 1%. So low interest rate, and we have seen a steady increase in the population. Population goes well, it's quite normal. Building cost quite normal, it's not extraordinary. But we have seen here what happened to the housing prices from 2000 to almost 2007. We have seen a bigger increase in the housing prices. This is not natural. Basically, it was going to steady almost like this, but this has gone increased. So when it goes above, there was a bubble in the housing market, and then the bubble was and the crisis generated. Now, due to this crisis, we have seen a foreclosure. Foreclosure that people, they are not able to pay the bank, and then the bank, they sold their property. Foreclosure inventory rate, we have seen quite normal from here, from 1998 to 2007. After 2007, it was quite fine, foreclosure rate. But we have seen a tremendous increase in 2007 to 2008. It's almost above than that 10%, almost 11% is going to be. So these all things, these all figures, this all evidence shows that there was a bubble in the housing market, and when the bubble comes to the peak point, in the peak point it goes burst. When the bubble burst, there was a crisis in the United States. So this is the nutshell. This is the summary. You can see here that three basic principles here, three basic things, three basic elements: housing prices, delinquency rate, and the foreclosure rate. And the data from 2002 to 2007, we have seen from 2002, the housing market has gone up from 2004, 2006, and then it comes down in 2007. On the other end, we have seen the delinquency, they come here, and they have gone down. Then in 2007, they have gone up. And the foreclosure has the same story. Comes down in 2002, 2006 on the bottom, and then goes down over there in 2007. So, the purpose of all these evidences is to show that there was a bubble in the housing market, and bubble becomes burst. When the bubble burst, there was a crisis. I have taken here the case